course, Deep 106.1 Next Radio. It is the transit with the boys, Hakeem and, of course, Smart. And now, officially, we are joined by our friends from, of course, affordable, or should I say universal affordable housing. Welcome. Winnie's in the building as well. Winnie's not new to, Next Radio. You've been here. Smart, as always, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much. My name is Winnie, and I'm from Universal Affordable Housing, Uganda. I represent the company, and I'm a sales executive.
A sales executive.
Yeah.
All right. In a short while, of course, Winnie will share her detailed contacts so you can get in touch with her for one particular reason. If you're looking for that house and you want to own your car flat, so to speak, locally, many of us Munagi refer to those things as what? Njagaloka flat. Condominium. All right. We're also joined, of course, proudly by somebody from DFCU Bank. Kindly do introduce yourself.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you all. My name is Barbara Asimwe from DFCU Bank. I'm the senior manager, salaried and home loans. Basically, I am the person who helps you get the money to buy the car flat, like you have said.
Awesome. All right. Let's get straight to it. Winnie, starting with you. What are some of the current projects and, of course, their locations?
Universal, we have so many projects that are ongoing. And so far, we have Pigeon Residence in Muyenga. We have Hilton Apartment. It is located in Kololo. We have Robin and Falcon. It is in Nigeria. Kingfisher and Canary, Nalia, Swan Residence in Chireka. The apartments are very many. I will have to list a few, but in every area, we have different apartments.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's talk about, the payments in terms of the period that I'm actually given to pay, your money. Is there some installments that I forward to you for a starter?
Yes, please. The installments are there. And we have ready sites ongoing and very fresh. So the installments, we do cash financing and, of course, mortgage financing, of which Barbara will elaborate so much on for our dear clients out there. So for cash financing, where we allow the installments to go on, we first book with 5 to 10 million. Then after you do the installment, if the project is ready, you're going to be given 8 to 12 months. And when the project is ongoing, you're given 18 months. When the project is very fresh and we have just started on it, you're given a period of 2 years. So the clients, you should not get worried about the payment plan. You should not get about the installments. They are flexible. So everything is ready, and we are always set to give you what you are wanting.
Okay, someone just texted again. I think he's just joined, the show and listening in right now. Again, take us through, of course, those current projects and their locations, because he missed out on that part.
Okay, the current locations. First of all, we are in Kololo, we are in Nigeria, we are in Chireka, we are in Nalia. And those current locations, we are having different apartments. I may simply term it as a menu, because when you come to Nigeria, you'll find like 8 projects. When you come to Nalia, you'll find like 10 projects. So a client is given a menu. You are to choose where to go, and your budget, of course.
All right. Barbara is in the building from DFCU. She's here to help us, and, we'll find out how DFCU can be of help in terms of financing, of course, that project that you will call a home. Barbara, how does DFCU Bank support one to acquire the affordable, properties from Universal?
Thank you once again. So what DFCU does is that it comes in to offer 85% financing of the value of the property. Like Winnie has already indicated, they have different apartments that attract different pricing.
Right.
And on their end, they also want a down payment. So basically how DFCU then comes in is that we will come in to finance the 85% of the value of the property. And the beauty is that we do not necessarily need the person to have been a DFCU customer. They would, if they are DFCU customer, that is well and good. If they are new to DFCU bank, then we will look at their other banking from wherever they were banking prior to joining DFCU.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to talk about who qualifies. But before we do that, and of course, plenty more of your questions. By the way, you can forward your questions right now on our social media platforms as well, NXT Radio UG, just in case you need those urgent answers. Let's take a break. When we come back, more of this. 106.1 Next Radio Tap 4, and of course Deny right here on 106.1 Next Radio. 10 minutes to the top of the hour. You're listening to The Transit with myself, Hakeem Smart, and of course the two guests in the building, Winnie from Universal Housing, and then of course we've got Barbara, who's from DFCU here. She's here to tell us how she can basically help us finance, of course, this apartment that we so want, to make our own home. All right. So let's understand this from a layman's perspective. And I want to direct this question, first of all, to you, Winnie. Here I am, coming to you, asking about the apartments. Can you tell us about the pricing itself? If I'm looking for a 1, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, for example, how much do they go for before I actually go to Barbara to talk about the financing?
1-bedroom apartment goes for 90 million. The 2-bedroom, someone can get it at 165 million. 3-bedroom, you can get it at 189, and that is all the cheapest.
Right. The
cheapest prices that so far we are having.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I want the 1-bedroom apartment.
Yes.
Which 1-bedroom apartment, in your own words, you said goes for 90 million Uganda shillings. That's where now I come in and say, okay, fine. I do not have the financing personally, but I think a reliable bank like DFCU can help me, and that's where Barbara now comes in. So Barbara, where is this money going to come from? Is it going to be chopped from my salary here? And do I qualify? For example, I'm earning what? Let's say 2 million Uganda shillings here at Next Media. With my 2 million Uganda shillings, Barbara, how much money can I actually get? From affordable housing, they've just told us that 90 million shillings for a 1-bedroom apartment. Can I get that 90 million from you, Barbara? Is it possible? And do I qualify, knowing that my salary here at Next Media is 2 million Uganda shillings? And if I do qualify, how much money? Or rather, will you be chopping it off from my salary at the end of every month, Barbara?
Thank you, Akiki. Hakeem, sorry. I beg
You're forgiven.
I beg your pardon. So just like my friend here did advise, you will need to, number one, make a down payment to them.
Right.
That down payment is more like a commitment fee. It's between 15 to 20%. So if you did 15%, then that means you'll be looking for financing of 76.5 million. Okay, so Akim, I'm going to assume that you're a very young guy because you actually do look very young. If I did the computation with your salary of 2 million, you would not qualify for the 76.5. You would get something less, meaning that you would now need to top up a little on the 13.5, maybe take it up to 20%.
Right.
Okay. Then we finance the difference. And why am I saying, and how does that come about? You see, when we give you this facility to help you acquire this condominium, we also are mindful that you also have other expenses. You need to continue living your life. You need to, buy food, meet all your other expenses. So we will only take 50% of your income. And seeing that you're a salary earner, 50% of 2 million would be 1 million.
Right.
So whatever loan we give you, your installment should not exceed 1 million.
1 million Uganda shillings.
So if the installment exceeds 1 million, it then means that you would have to top up the difference so that you then get the less amount. That what that basically translates into is that your contribution moves from 15 to a higher percentage. Yes.
Okay. Questions coming through here. Who qualifies to take, or rather get financing to purchase a condominium from Universal Affordable Housing? This is Jen asking the question.
Thank you, Jen. There are quite a number of categories of people who qualify. One of the categories that we have just discussed is Akim here, who is salaried. So number one, if you're salaried, you can qualify to get a mortgage. If you own a business, you're a business owner, and you have a steady income, you also someone would be considering. And number three, if you are in the diaspora and you have a steady source of income, you would also be eligible to get this kind of facility.
Right. When is the first mortgage payment expected? Is there a grace period that is actually given before, payments are expected to start being remitted?
When you're doing a purchase, you begin paying 30 days after we give you the money. If you are taking another type of facility, say if you are constructing, the payments will kind of be staggered. There could be an option to do a grace period. But otherwise, if you're salaried, you would automatically start paying, because every month as a salary earner, you earn an income. So to answer your question, specifically when you're doing purchases, because you're purchasing a property that is complete, which you're either going to use for rent, you're going to either rent it out, or you're going to move into that property. Now, what does that mean? It means that previously you were living somewhere where perhaps you were paying someone rent.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're turning your rent money into an installment. So automatically you start paying 30 days after you access your facility.
Awesome. Okay. William, coming back to you to get those contacts, how we basically can get in touch with you. But also one final question for you, Barbara, is somebody who's actually asking us about the perimeters that you offer, the lending perimeters, so to speak, that you offer for this type of financing.
So our partnership that we do have with Universal Enterprise or Universal Properties, in terms of the parameters that we're looking at, we look at income. You must be able to service your loan, and we don't want you to be drowned in a loan. So you should be able, your income must be able to support you to pay your loan, and at the same time leave you with money. Of course, we look at certain other parameters like the property itself. Okay. We'll look at the property, and it should meet certain criteria that the bank has defined for the developers that will finance this property that is like this. And how do we ascertain that? We ascertain that by having a valuation of the property done. Then also there are costs that come with acquiring a mortgage. So those are things that we would have to also get you knowledgeable about, so that you appreciate the costs before you go into the whole deal. Of course, some of the costs are, there's transferring the property from Universal into your names and all that process. Then, of course, the other is basic KYC documentation, which is easy to come by. But if you ask me, the key thing is going to be income. Your income must be verifiable, and when we talk about being verifiable, we are looking at, do you have a statement that can speak to the income that you're telling us that you're going to use to pay this facility? If you're salaried, of course, it would show that every month you're receiving X amount of salary that's dropping into your account. If you're a business person, you're transacting on your account, so we are able to tell. If you're in the diaspora, you're also, using an account to transact. So I would put the key determinant for us at that point, that would be your income.
Okay.
Really, that's a key one.
Thank you, Barbara. Let's get back again to you, Winnie. Imagine I've actually paid, your installment. Financing has come through. Can I enter my home?
It depends. When it is ready, you're able to enter. But it also depends on the mortgage. Sometimes the bank finances 85%. If you have not finished 50%.
With the 85%, is it not enough for you? For me to enter?
Enough. It is enough. Sometimes clients are given chances to enter.
Yeah.
But it also depends where the property is. It ready or it is ongoing? Yeah. If it is ready, you can enter. If it is ongoing, you have to first finish the property, then you have to enter.
All right. Thanks for that. Let's share that detailed contact. How do we find you? Where are you located? So we can begin this transaction.
First of all, we have the Christmas bonanza that is ongoing, booking with 10 million to 100 million. You're able to win first screen. You're able to take washing machine. You're able to take some other prizes for bonanza. So for more details, you can call me personally on 0784 140 740. That is my WhatsApp number, or 0707 23 52 57, or they can visit our website at www.affordablehousing.ug. All contacts are there.
Right. And finally, Barbara, to acquire this financing here, is it as easy as 1, 2, 3 just walking into any DFCU branch and you'll be helped? Or are there steps to to follow?
Thank you again, Kim. So yes, first of all, I believe that before you go to acquire this financing, you need to be able to know what is required from what the bank requires from you. And if you visit any of our branches, this information will be shared with you in terms of the requirement. And if you also, you could also call into our call center. You could also send us an email, or even use social media platforms who would be able to connect with you.
All right. Thanks, Barbara. And of course to Winnie as well. Thank you.